Move carefully.
Your answers?
Do you admit this crime?
Let's go. I've no interest in conflict.
I'm asking questions. The test.
Rules are made to be broken.
Answer me. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Let's make it quick.
Zero points.
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life is sanctuary is but a vision. Break! I've no interest in conflict. This can't be.
The test. 0 points. Answer me.
Keep at it. Keep at it. We need a strategy. We need a strategy. Move carefully.
Test.
Let's make it quick.
You fool!
I've no interest in conflict.
Your answers? Answer me.
No one missed the Marstruck. Oh, how does it hurt?
Let's go.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marstruck!
The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Are the defense? The test.
Fighting is meaningless.
Essay and knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Zero points. Three.
Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Move carefully.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. 0 points.
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken. I've no interest in conflict.
The test.
The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
It's time.
Let's go.
Order of execute the Marastruck! No one lifted the Marastruck.
Essay as knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Do you admit this crime?
Three. 0 points. Answer me. 3.
Equilibrium. The worlds are...
I heard that thing. It's getting late. Where to now?
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out? Wonderful! Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of...
Mother, I have returned.
Rania, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing.
The underworld. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Bronya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues. We also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architect—
Enough!
What?
Arrogant. Ignorant. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that guards!
They are not my entire life. Everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld?
I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right?
Yes.
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
We're finally back.
Oh wait, I haven't finished yet. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
Where's your sense of loyalty? Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Gepard for the time?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Bronya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's work.
But we must...
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just the last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. The overworld and the underworld. I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. It might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already.
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back. Not interested. I need time.
Serval! We came past...
What? Ah, I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in.
Just what crime did you commit, exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Bronya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Kokolia's style. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details. You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became these days I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Bronya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Sela here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, when I was still one of the Architects working in the Scientific Research Division, I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the Architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything. Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal, but according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the Architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been Maybe I should be thanking Kokolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure. I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the Architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data, and lapsed not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue. Kokolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm... She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single Guardian consciousness. Is she being compelled by previous generations of Guardians to make such baffling decisions? Japard? Not a chance. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Bronya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first. Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plain.
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before Kokolia takes action.
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with. Yes, that's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back under—
I fear we may not have—
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over my—
Really? Great! Phew.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready. Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Japard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes.
Sis, you look a bit pale.
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klapoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya.
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klapoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I...
Wait!
What is it?
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden...
am not! How
dare you?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders.
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Cocolia's—
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian. But this isn't a joking—
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next—
I will, if I have the time.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Phew. I nearly suffocated.
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger.
Attempting to storm Klepoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on— Rest assured, Cocolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Cocolia, and yet in some way—
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we can stay out of his way. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron—
Is Bronya really safe?
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Come around and have a look.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
Oh, they've jacked up security all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Serval!
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the—
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still no... So, what brings you over here at this hour? And...
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you gonna be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
No, that's, seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine. Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.